Hi everybody, Cindy here with Pathways Homestead. We are doing the cookie collaboration. I'm going to have to read my notes because I get nervous and can't get it all down. But anyway, Ultimate Christmas Cookie Collaboration that's sponsored by Ashley with CNC Farm. There'll be a link in the description below of all the channels and the playlist. So keep an eye out. I've got a noisy cameraman. Keep an eye out for the just leave it for the other videos. When you have a house that's under construction, this is what you get. So we're trying to film in this. This is the kitchen. So, but yeah, and we had to buy the eggs of shame. Because we don't have chickens yet, but we plan on getting chickens soon. But anyway, so back to our collaboration video. Today we're doing Snookerdoodle cookies, and this is one of my family's absolute favorite Christmas cookie. I started making them shortly after we got married. Definitely when we moved to Mom and Dad's place up on Copperhead Hill. I definitely was baking them in that trailer house. I don't know, I just enjoy baking. It was a big deal to bake cookies and make candy when I was a kid before Christmas. And you just shared with your family and friends. And for a while we made gift baskets for neighbors and friends and family members. But anyway, I digress. So today we're making Snookerdoodle cookies. And I had to call Hannah and have Hannah take pictures and send me pictures of my recipe books, because when we were in Kansas last week, I forgot to get my cookbooks. Even though it was on my list, I still forgot them. So she took pictures of all my favorite recipes and sent them to me because I've not been doing very good. Last year I didn't bake my cookies for Christmas because of my surgery. So I'm tickled to get back in the swing of things and kind of pick up some of those traditions again. So we're going to start out with our Snookerdoodle cookies, and it's super simple recipe. This one is just to throw it all together in your bowl. You're going to see it's super simple, super simple. But anyway, so let's get started. We're going to start off with 1.5 cups of sugar, just regular plain white sugar. There we go. That's close enough. There's your cup. I'll have that do that where it pours a little easier. And 1/2 cup of sugar. You're also going to need 2 tablespoons of sugar in a separate container. Our next ingredient will be 2 eggs. I've got to open my bag of flour. And we're going to have 2, and always stir up your flour because it can, always stir up your flour because it can become very compact. And we learned this when I was in school and doing our home economics. Ooh, making a mess. 1, 2, and 3/4. It's 2 3/4 cups of flour. And then we're going to go with 2 teaspoons of cream of tartar. And I'm a little generous with my cream of tartar because I really like the tartness of the cream of tartar in the cookies. 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And 1 cup of vegetable shortening. And be ready to get your hands dirty because I use my hands to mix on this recipe. You can use your KitchenAid mixer, but I've got mine on the shelf in the dungeon. Actually, it's on the landing on the way to the dungeon. Right, super technical here. We're just going to get to mixing. If you got rings, you might want to take them off. We're just going to mix this up. And I will end up with flour all over me by the time this is all said and done. You're going to mix this by hand until you get it forms a nice ball and you get all of the flour from the side. So if you're using a dough hook, you're going to want to scrape the sides of the bowl every now and again. And it feels like it's going to be not going to work out, but I promise you it will. You just got to keep mixing. We're almost there. There we go. Got us a nice cohesive ball. It feels a little greasy. That's what you want. We're gonna make sure we get all the flour and ingredients from the sides of the bowl. And then I like to we gotta chill this, so I like to make a log. I think it just is easier to chill it. It does a better job chilling. I got too many things on my table. We're gonna make a log and then put that log in the refrigerator to chill for 30 minutes. At least. It can chill longer too. You can even break it down into 2 logs if you'd like, but one will do most times. And I like wrapping it in plastic so that it doesn't dry out so bad. Okay. There we go. We're going to chill that for 30 minutes and we'll be back to bake it. So hide and watch. We have chilled our Snookerdoodle dough for 30 minutes in the refrigerator. We're going to unwrap that log. We're just going to make cookies. I like the size of a walnut. Just about like that. We're just going to roll them up. And then this is a mixture of equal parts cinnamon and granulated sugar. We're just going to roll it around in there and get it coated good. We're going to stick it down here. I've got parchment paper on my cookie sheet. Our oven needs to be preheated to 350 degrees. You can make these cookies larger if you like. You can also put them in a muffin tin and bake them in a muffin tin, and that will make them, that'll make them all the same size. And you can also, if you want them soft, it'll aid in keeping them soft in the middle. But so will chilling them good. You want your cookies about the same size so that they cook the same. All right. And make sure your parchment paper is covered. I prefer parchment paper. It says greased cookie sheet, but there is so much shortening in these cookies that I think it's going to be all right. So we're going to bake 6 cookies today. You can take this log and put it back in the refrigerator and bake more cookies later. You can freeze it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in the refrigerator and bake a few every day. This will keep for better than a week in your refrigerator. Or if you freeze it, I would put it in another bag, or you can even roll out your balls, flash freeze them, and put them in a bag or container. Or you can go ahead and bake all of your cookies and freeze your cookies. It's all up to you what time you have, how you need to do things. So we're going to get these cookies in the oven and we'll be back. Thank you, Ashley, for inviting us to join your collaboration. Check out the other videos, lots of wonderful cookie videos. Thank you guys for coming along today. Remember, God made you special and He loves you very much. See you later.